Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area? Oh, that's never gonna work! If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rare. And once he knows we're here, it won't be... Ugh. Quick, hide! We almost got spotted! Phew! That was a close call. Watch out! He's coming this way! Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle. Oh, there's no end to these things. Fire. Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire!
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina. The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished. He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you— Wait a minute.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that Catgirl touches ends up going haywire.
Then let's start downstairs.
You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing.
I returned ahead of them.
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end.
I see. But first, who do we have here?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime tea party companion of Columbina's.
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before?
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name.
You are well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
A Fatui Harbinger.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui.
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow. Which, anyway, what else is on the agenda?
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers, after all.
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her...
All right, listen up, everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
The Dregs of the Crimson Moon?
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed. Hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rehir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholindis. What's the matter?
Verfnir, Freindaughter, Flinders,
Interesting.
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum.
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contains some of Tholindis' memories.
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Tholindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Tholindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of.
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian... Oh yeah, in?
If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance Rerir might regain
It's possible. That merchant who never knows. Dory sunk.
All right then. Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlene. As for the others...
On the way over here, at this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too.
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Feels good knowing we've all got... Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flints, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
All right then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Stay safe, everyone.
We're back. Did we get here a little early? Or a little late?
A tad late. Yep. Everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right. Inefa, could you fill in Uncle Varka on what we just discussed with Flints?
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the Wild Hunt in Amsvartnir. But according to Flints' intel, several outbreaks of the Wild Hunt had already occurred in Nodcry in the period leading up to that. That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength.
Flints, with everything that's been happening, I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. And Effa and I will head back over to Amsvartnir to see if there's a...
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't...
Database updated.
What is that? It's the obvious choice.
We already decided that Anefa should go investigate the situation over at Amsvartnir on her own. Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rerir.
So I've ended up with...
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all this way, we still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here.
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon, and one of the last surviving embers of the Two Worlds' flames.
Huh? Are you serious?
Your surprise is understandable. But the more I thought about it, when I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me. Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, but once I became a harbinger, the jester apprised me of the truth. Together with my own investigations over the past few years. For instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with the abyss to prolong its life. Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the... You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough.
If I recall correctly.
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far.
Oh, sounds intense.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait.
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that the Karians used to worship was actually the iridescent moon, right? Does that mean that the Karians were to the Crimson Moon as the Frost Moon Scions are to the Frost Moon?
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like, but I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the Abyss. Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never truly faded. If you want living proof, it's standing right before you.
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence. When I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer not to end up as the object of an insane research project. Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have to wait. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain the iridescent moon's marrow yourself...
That's right. For now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your help. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are. So with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started? What does this place have to do with the...
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Paranhari, also known as Leobranto Inamorato. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era. In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds of this world.
Beyond the bounds of this...
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual. The book leaves much unsaid.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world.
But there's no fireplace here. Do you see a chimney anywhere?
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames, but those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In short, I can open a passage to that space for you. The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the... Very well. Then I'll open it up.
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if you... Thank you.
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent. One word of advice.
Got it.
I sense a sinister... I feel that I am about to meet an old friend. discovered from another world. Transcendent fate itself. I have no right to.
Hey! Look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot, right? Is that the abyss? It's practically filled the entire place! What now?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss, and hung up aloft like mummified remains. Iridescent moon. Was this truly what you wished for?
Careful! There's something spooky about this place. Feels like something is lurking in the fog. Paimon's right behind you. By the way, Columbina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
Stabilize!
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
There is no escape! Strike it up! Now you shall perish! Ha! Ah!
Huh? Huh? For real? That's way too high!
No. I'm not sensing anything up there. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the water. Wait, see that? Looks like a mechanism of some sort. Looks like a device from the time of Kalia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues. Look at that! You think these mechanisms...
Felindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands.
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Ugh. Mind your own business. Just...
Felindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? Oh, yeah!
The Abyss has made this space maybe that's why some of the things she said and did.
Whenever I see this view, it takes me back to a poem from my childhood. Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel, weeping on the mountain crest, For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space.
Oh, looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Stabilize!
Illusion shut! Hey! Shower me with the... Everyone hold hands!
So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is the key to unlocking... If it really does exist...
Solidify!
With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to... Oh, Rarier. With every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Conria, the Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness. If only I could get my hands on that outsider.
Reflection is back to normal. Elendis' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon marrow.
It must be.
Then there's no time to look. Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow. Roll. That must be the iridescent moon's marrow. Oh, we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it.
Gather!
Shine down!
I see everything.
May I present? Time to shine!
I will have order.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Stabilize.
Illusion shattered!
Hang in there! We're so close!
The Shelby!
This may hurt a little. Shut!
The iridescent moon's marrow, still burning away like an undying flame. If we can purify the abyssal power within, it's so cold. Is it you?
Huh?
At long last. I'm sorry. I lied to you. The moment the moon shattered. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us? Oh, you look so... But trust me when I say that everything happens for a reason. Farewell, Hypo.
What was that all about? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend.
Perhaps. She took me for the goddess of the frost moon she once knew. For a fading soul like hers.
But anyway, alright. That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon.
Huh?
Oh, lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy. Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart!
Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise.
Hey, it's...
What are you waiting for?
Was that you, Arlecchino? Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone.
But surely... Oh...
As much as I'd like to call it a fate.
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return. Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina! Are you okay?
I'm fine.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be...
It's still not enough. Just one more ray of moonlight. If it's okay, I can take it.
How about now?
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before. I want to see him gone from Not Cry.
Well, it's when I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. But now, you're full of vitality.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. I know you have plans of your own, but whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps it's time you took a new name.
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. All I'll say is this. All right.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture.
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all that matters. In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.